guys.
Woo! What a game. What a thriller, boys. Woo! Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
even we got this, boys. A sweep, boys.
Oh, the sweep.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That is
nice.
awesome.
First
That
time
is
since
awesome.
2010. The first time to sweep the Broncos since 2010. That's crazy.
Crazy long, boys.
Yeah.
Long, boys. But, man, they had us at the first half. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You know? Woo! What a game, guys. What a game, man.
Woo.
Oh, exciting.
Facts.
Man, are we a second half team now all of a sudden? What's going on here?
Golly, I mean, unbelievable. Yeah, we held them to only 6 points the second half. So, I mean, we got plenty to go off on in this year. But, guys, what an amazing game. I mean, at the end of the day, folks, wow. I mean, just, it's good to see this team come back and fight. I mean, we scored a lot more points the second half. And let's keep that momentum going, guys. Let's keep that momentum going and make it happen, guys. So, all right, guys, plenty to talk about. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up, Pyramid, man? You watching the Boat Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Boat Bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Boat Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bolts in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
Okay. Oh, boy.
my gosh. That was
amazing. Playoffs.
Wait. Hang on. Hold on. Go ahead and keep talking. I got that one. I got that one queued up. Well, I didn't have my program turned up though. So
regardless, guys, this was a big win, and it's a big win for fans, I should say, specifically, because when we were watching that first half, their first drives were touchdowns. I mean, it was like, whoa, boy, here we go again, boys.
Here we go.
And we found a way, guys. Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie,
bro, dude. I left the bar, at halftime, pissed off. Like it was before that halftime field goal that we got from 57 yards. So I missed that. I was like, oh wait, what happened? It's like,
that was the weirdest thing ever, and I've never seen that ever happen. And I got a slide that talks about it a little bit later on too, by the way. And that was just, I had no idea what was happening, boys. And when I saw that, I was like, what is going on right now? This is like some new rule. But apparently it's been, it was something way back in the 70s the last time it actually happened. And it's kind of nuts to be able to see that. That was weird. That was so weird.
Yeah. Well, we got our first donation here from Jason Ramirez here.
Jason, man. Appreciate it, my man.
$5 make you holla. Yeah.
you got the San Diego chicken, dude. I love that. What do you think it's five?
Not five. Don't do 5 air horns on this one.
I'm gonna do 5 air horns. Here we go. Let's go.
Come on, 7.
Yeah. That's
I like that one. That's a better one.
There it is.
What do you think inspired the Chargers to play good football in the second half? You know what? Honestly, I think their backs up against the wall. And they just said, guys, we got to freaking nut up right now, dude. It's go time. I mean, I literally think that's what happened because, man, they were uninspired the first half. They just were slow. They weren't tackling.
Super
and they just said, no, we got to win this.
Yeah.
I think what it was, and we talk about it all the time, boys. Blue chews. Blue chews.
That was it.
Oh, blue chews.
The blue chews.
Yeah, Miguel. Same line.
That's right.
5 blue chews every time. Yeah, get it.
Every dollar. I love it, dude. I'll take 5 blue chews tonight. I'll tell you what, dude. That'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't think that's suggested.
Probably not healthy.
Probably not doctor approved. That's for sure. The doctor's like, yeah, that's a bad idea. Let's not go do that. Yeah. But
big thing, man, about this game, though, man, it was that whole second half, man, just shifted and really, to be honest, my opinion, what it was is they executed better all around. I mean, it was like we've talked about that where first halves look miserable and then second halves look great. It's those small little details that get figured out. And finally pops off. Perfect example. Gus Edwards finally getting a long run. First,
dude, that was so crazy, dude. Yes,
almost gave everybody a heart attack. That was a Chargers fan too. On top of that, but
dude, look, he's had a good game, dude. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's what we're waiting for all season.
That's decent. Yes, that's more than decent.
It's what we needed. Yeah. And so, bottom line, we got what we needed out of this offense, and then the defense figured themselves out because 3 first drives by the Broncos getting a touchdowns was. I was like, yo, dude. Here we go.
Yep. Actually, and this is a good point. Defense started blitzing. I agree with that, man. They really did. They finally started putting some pressure on him.
Right.
And I think to some degree, that's a really good point because I do think that we were getting a little complacent. We kept just doing these zone plays, and it was like all right, that works, but you give them enough time, they're gonna carve you up, man. And by the way, great. How about that throw from Herbert to Darius Davis when he was falling down and probably the throw of the year, dude. I mean, I couldn't even believe that. I was like, what?
And the thing about it is with the whole Darius Davis thing, like he was getting involved in plays where he should have been involved all season, like a wheel route, uses speed, basically goes out, perfect throw, sidearm throw by Justin Herbert. Incredible throw. We all were at the bar or at the restaurant just, whoa, we all just were like, that was unreal. We thought it was a dead play at that point. It was amazing to see, guys.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Yeah. I mean, the blitzing was good. I mean, it was awesome to see it. But by the way, we saw history today, boys. Yeah. That kick, what did they call it again? I'm drawing a blank on it now that I'm thinking about it. A free kick. That was the term. Yeah. That was the term. And I was like, whoa, that was just nuts. And I knew that was a rule, but again, it hadn't happened. I mean, by the way, guys, like that was a year. What was it? 1976? Is that what it was?
76. I got a slide on that in our slides.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool. We'll talk more about that.
Pretty nuts.
There you go, Taylor. Hey, man, we all bricked up right now, baby. I'm
as hard as a diamond in an ice storm right now. I tell you what.
No. Hey. That's awesome. I mean, what a win that was, guys. I mean, it was fun to watch.
Miguel requested this sound.
From downtown!
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah. No, but honestly, that was incredible, dude. And guys, hey, do not take anything away from the Broncos. The Broncos are a very good team. They are clearly going to make the playoffs. I mean, I think what is it, 75% chance they make the playoffs now? So, look,
97%. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have a whole slide on that too, so we can.
Okay, so let's not get into that.
We're jumping a little ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Too excited.
But dude, the crazy thing, the thing that I loved about this more than anything was Justin Herbert just came out the second half. Was like, this game is not slipping out of my fingers. This was one game that I really felt like he came in and said, nope, we are winning this game. I'm going to do what it takes for us to win. And he balled out, dude. This was a Justin Herbert game, 100%. And Gus Edwards stepped up. I mean, this is what you need. This is what you need.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was doing the motion that, Jim Harbaugh talked about. Just pull it down, baby. Just pull it down. And basically that's what he did. Pull it down and made it happen. Yeah. And, that's the thing. When we were at the restaurant talking together, we're just like, hey, look, man, like, this is where Justin Herbert needs to take control of the game.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what he did. Cool thing, too. This is the battle of 2 Oregon quarterbacks wearing number 10, too. And
right.
The one that's been in the league for a little bit longer basically came out with a win. Now, cool thing, too. He's 2-0 against Bo Nix now. Are we creating a little bit of a rivalry with the Broncos, too?
The Oregonians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the also, I asked my nephew which jersey I should wear. And he said, wear the number 10. So basically shout out to Riley.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Hey, did he sound just like that?
Wear the number
10.
I thought when he first said, he said, wear the tan one. I was like, tan one? What are you talking about, dude? And he's like, no, it's number 10. I was like, oh, okay, my bad.
Well, let's take a look at the stats real quick. I mean, pretty even yardage wise, right? But man, they were anemic the second half. That's the thing that was so crazy about the Broncos. I mean, they only got 2 field goals the whole second half. I mean, 2 field goals. That's it. So, but the passing yards, amazing. Rushing yards, much better. First downs, much better.
There's an
And
amazing stat
third
on
down
here.
efficiency was good too. I mean, it was just good stuff.
I think
Look
our
at the
third
penalty
downs
yards.
before the half, though, we were like 0-6 before. Like it seems like we couldn't do hardly anything on third down in the first half. So
Big stat there too. Penalty yards for the Chargers, 2 for 8 yards.
that's huge.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And honestly, that no call on that PI probably should have been called, by the way, on Tarheeb still.
Yeah.
But that no call was massive for this game. That shifted the game to the Chargers' advantage at that point.
Yeah. It was close. It was close. I felt it could have gone either way, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, thankfully we got the call our direction. But time possession, they had the ball a lot more than we did, which I thought was interesting. Sacks allowed were the same, which kind of surprised me. I thought Herbert was getting pressured the whole time, but no, I mean, it was good. I mean, really good stuff. I mean, let's look at the individual stats, player stats. We don't care about the Broncos. It's all about Justin Herbert. Let's go.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but look at Jay Herbo, man. I mean, he had a good game. He threw that interception. I'm not joking, guys. And I'm telling you, I literally almost said, this is where Herbert throws an interception. I'm not joking. And I literally had the thought, and it happened. And I'm like, oh, my God.
How dare you speak that into existence?
Yeah, I just thought it, and then it happened, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Hey, you know what it is, man? Your thoughts precede action, and you got to just start thinking positivity.
Margot Robbie's going to show up at my house tonight. That's what I'm thinking.
Really?
Yeah. No. I need my gal, dude. My gal.
I'm like, hey, you already tossed her to the wind already?
Kay Adams. Yeah, why was I drawing a blank on her name? I mean,
Come on now. Hey,
I mean, Kay Adams.
Kay Adams, baby.
I'm gonna bolt up all over her, dude. It's gonna be great. She's gonna love it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, goodness.
Ladidi McConkey. I mean, Palmer. I mean, he's distributing the ball. I will say this, and I think the play calls made more sense this game. I don't know what they were thinking last week. It was good to see Herbert roll around a little bit more. He wasn't sitting in the pocket a ton, so I thought it was good.
Big thing, man. That catch that Palmer got, that 2-point conversion catch was crazy. Awesome. Like it looks like it almost literally slowed down for a second there. That tip, and it just like hung up there and caught it two-handed.
Yep.
Both phenomenal catch all around. I mean, that like stunned me when I saw that play.
Oh, it was so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Kay Adams, call me, baby. What's up? You know how to find me. Bolt Bros Chargers podcast. Hit me up on Gmail. Let's go. I'll give you my number. We'll make it happen. Even movie stars got to eat, I'll
man.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
That's
that.
right. She's calling it right now.
She called me what? Oh, wait. Hey, what's up?
Wait. Hang on. She has to hang on.
Oh! Someone's at the door. I gotta go.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, boys, I got some business to do.
Yeah, you better.
That's fantastic.
Oh man, you better answer that door, fool.
I better make it happen. Oh, jeez. I'm nervous, guys. What do I say? Is that a mirror in your pants?
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
What?
I'm gonna say.
She'd be like, "What are you saying? What do you mean?"
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Oh my God, that was amazing though. But honestly, guys, at the end of the day, we played great, right? I mean, and I think, by the way, bad news. It looks like Perriman got hurt again.
No,
he got hurt again. Marcus May got hurt. By the way, he was out. I'm trying to think. There was somebody else that went out. I remember because
I saw later in the game that Dean Leonard got more involved.
Oh yeah, Dean Leonard. Yeah. So I'm trying to think.
I don't know. Tarheeb was out there, or maybe they pushed out Fulton. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but Tarheeb Leonard was playing later in the game. Yeah. So I really don't know. But once again, we have a longer week ahead of us. Obviously, next game is on a Saturday. So hopefully people kind of get things up and to be able to get things rolling for the game against the Patriots, which once again, we win that game against the Patriots, we lock up a playoff spot pretty much at that point. So
yeah. Because I can see myself in your pants. That's right. That's exactly
boy, here we go.
I'll show her my bolt. What's up? Mm-hmm.
Too funny, dude.
All right, let's go through the slides.
I'll say one thing though about this whole game. This is statistically one of the best games I think the Chargers have had, top to bottom, in my opinion.
No, for reals. I would agree. And it was a complete game, right? I mean, just look at the score. Across the board, we scored in every single quarter. We just didn't take any time off, and we played decent defensively, much better the second half. And going into the playoffs, man. Look, I just think this team needs to blitz more. I actually think we're a better man, blitzing defense than we are just zone. And the zones worked, but when we play man, I think we play better. I just really do. I don't know. I just feel like we just play so much better. So
and that's what we were saying at the first half. We were playing very, very zone based type defense, and we got to find a way to play a lot more man. And it was ridiculous to watch. I mean, they definitely did a great job of adjustments in the second half. I mean, it was a tale of two halves, literally. And one thing too, I said we need to score 21 points in the second half because the Broncos have been scoring 21 points in the last 3 games. Mm-hmm. And once again, I will say, last 3 games they played against losing teams. Chargers won against a winning team, and the Broncos are not a team that you should be lightly on at all by any means.
Yeah.
Crazy thing though, with the playoffs, there's a chance the Broncos could get kicked out of the playoffs now too.
Yeah.
There's a legitimate chance now can get kicked out of the playoffs. So
yeah, we're going to talk about that, aren't we? Because I know because they play. Can't remember who they play next.
I think they play the
Bengals and then the Chiefs.
Bengals. Yep, and the Bengals have a shot if they beat the Broncos. That could really elevate the Bengals to a legitimate chance to be able to get into the playoffs. Obviously, they got the Colts who are playing a weak schedule too, but the Colts obviously lost to the Broncos, so there's that there. And then the Dolphins can find a way too. So there's legitimately 3 other teams kind of in front of them or just knocking on their door that potentially could find a way. Broncos kind of have to implode legitimately to make that happen, but there's a chance. There's a chance, guys.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance, baby. There's a chance. So pull up the slides real quick while we're here. Slides.
Ooh, Olivia. Hey, what's up, Olivia? I'm
Garvey,
spoken for, Olivia, just so you know. It's me and Kay Adams, girl. You know what I'm saying?
This guy, dude. This guy won't stop, dude. This guy won't stop. So Olivia tweeted out the whole scenario right now. With the win over the Broncos tonight, the Chargers have a 97% chance of making the playoffs. That's ridiculous. Once again, even her line that she says here, this team is going to be fun to watch in January. There is even before this game, there's a lot of people that are like, they always say about the Chargers, if that defense gets in the playoffs, it can cause damage, basically. Yeah, and
for sure.
Today was kind of a great showing of that. Like that second half, fourth quarter finish type situation. They were able to do that. And this team can be very dangerous. And obviously now we could score points too on a good defense, by the way, too. So
right. That was like they were tied with us on that defense. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's huge.
Massive.
Confidence.
So
big old slump buster right there, as you tell me.
Big slump buster.
That's right. Big slump buster.
Big slump buster.
Yeah.
So and
we all need a slump buster every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
And the Broncos, well, they get to possibly play the Bills in the first round in Buffalo. So ideally, we do not want to be in that 7th seed to play Buffalo. Like, we do not want to be in that seed. That's not a good seed to be a part of. So if we go ahead and play the Steelers, or it could even be the Ravens potentially for, say the 6th seed pretty much. There's a chance that it could happen, guys. So we'll see where it goes. I mean, ideally, if we get to the 6th seed or the 5th seed, that would probably be the best position to be at for sure.
Yeah.
Best position.
Yeah. The 5th seed would be the way to go. If we could do that, that would be pretty amazing. Again, we got to win the next 2 games and they're winnable games, guys. I mean, we play a couple of cream puff teams, The one I'm worried about is the Patriots, just because I feel like the Patriots, you're in a really cold climate. Yeah. And it's just one of those things.
I mean, that's the only reason why I'd be worried about them. They ain't got Belichick anymore. They ain't got Brady. They soft now. They soft. Their time is done.
They ain't blue chewed up.
They ain't nothing now. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, and that's they are a different team, man. They are a different team. But once again, like what Andrew said, cold weather, tough.
That is tough. That does make it tough.
So not easy for us. So, and actually, just to say, if you look at like the weather right now out there, let's go. That's going to be Saturday, the 28th. It'll be 41. So not too bad. Partly cloudy. So
not too bad.
Okay, yeah,
not too bad.
That's a little chilly,
but it's humid out there too, though, right? So that cold is going to cut deep. So
it wouldn't be that humid out there this time of the year. It can't be that humid.
No. I think though, going into that game, I think Harbaugh is probably going to have them practice out there so they can get a little bit more acclimated to it. You think
that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they'll do that. I mean, I know they did that earlier in the year when they had back-to-back East Coast games.
Yes,
and then essentially they're not having back-to-back East Coast games now. So
true.
Who knows? Who knows?
They might. They might not. Yeah. Just maybe they'll use the extra time they have. I don't know.
Yeah.
To hang out more. Who knows? Who knows?
Bottom line. This Matlock catch was ridiculous to me. I was like, whoa, he got like 10 plus yards. Like, where's this dude at?
And wait, where's his hand, by the way? Why don't you get that crayon out real quick? Touching his baby maker there. What's going on here? Yeah, look at that. Oh, boy. I think they call that sexual assault. You know what I mean? Hands off the pilly packer. Not cool, guys. Not cool. What just happened here?
Yeah,
I do have a funny story about that. I accidentally did that playing flag football one time, and I just grabbed my boy. Dude, I was like, "Yo, got a handful of penis." It was not good. I mean, I was like, it was exactly the same thing. I kind of went like this, and I was trying to grab hit him right in the dilly whacker. I felt pretty bad. But anyways, wow,
Too funny. Well, he's trying to just give it a little slap, give it a little love tap, dude. Hey, get on the ground, dude. And I guess it worked out because he got on the ground. But man, I like seeing that though. Scott Matlock basically getting the catch and doing big things, getting 10, 11 yards, I believe, on that catch. That was awesome. That was awesome, man.
Yeah,
it was awesome. But cool thing too. One thing I observed a lot in this game. What do? We've got the ball out of Herbert's hands a little faster. We played a lot more short.
Yep.
Essentially, it seemed like both teams were pretty much doing the same exact thing at the beginning of the game, trying to establish a run, play a lot more short, dump off type passes. And you know what? It was great to see, guys. Like that's what we talked about. We need to get the ball out of Herbert's hands faster, and we did that. So,
I felt like the game plan was better, and I think they need to play that way every week. Now, again, obviously we scored a lot more points. My point is though, they were hitting the short yardage plays a little bit more. It just felt like everything was just so far downfield, and I'm like, man, spread it out. Like it was always like 10 yards every single guy, and I'm like, dude, they're right in the same area, and it seemed more spread out. I don't know why. I don't know. They're flooding those areas. Who knows? I mean, it's just really weird. But yeah. So, anyways, that was an amazing play to see Matlock and Herbo look great, man. I mean, look at his robo boot, dude. Look at that robo boot.
Yeah, dude. Look at that. Freaking.
And I took a photo of that, and I missed the photo on the broadcast of them showing like his ankle brace. And dude, it was like this gnarly looking ankle brace. And to be honest, he didn't look bad out there, dude. Like, so I was reminded of the one play. Remember the Quentin Johnston like late kind of drive where he dropped the pass that he clearly had it in front of him. And I want to say that right after that, it was like 3rd and 10 or something like that. And Justin Herbert ran that one for a first down to basically kind of line, like essentially almost lock up the game a little bit at that point. Like that was awesome. And that's one of those plays like you were alluding to, Andrew, like that I feel like Herbert was like, I'm taking this game and I'm going to pull this one down. Like this is the time to make it happen, guys. And pretty much Herbert just went out there and did what he needed to do to make it happen. And Herbert played, man. He played well today. And that's the right game plan that we need to keep doing from this point on.
Well,
absolutely.
And clearly his ankles weren't as bad. He was saying something about that it was aggravated clearly, but he said the mobility was better in that ankle brace. By the way, I do wonder, I think that is the same ankle with the brace is his knee. So that knee, I think he has like a sleeve on his knee there as well too. Because remember he had a contusion on his knee last week, and nobody's really talked about that, but it's definitely something. I mean, it's probably a pretty bad bruise and whatever. But anyways,
and there was a time I think in the game he seemed like he was adjusting his knee, or like he had maybe like a knee pad there or something like that to kind of help it out.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something on there, because I mean, you look at his knee, he looks like he's got some kind of bulk going on there on that knee. So
something's there for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised. But man, I was happy to see what Justin Herbert did today. Like the one thing too, like the interception that he threw. So I saw Kurt Warner talking about it, and Kurt Warner obviously was a little bit more critical about the Chargers this week, which we showed those slides in our pregame.
Yeah.
The thing is though, with that ball and the way that Herbert threw it, he threw it very directly to Josh Palmer, where he probably should have threw it more out for Josh Palmer.
Yeah.
And like there's like angles to throws, and I think Justin Herbert kind of recognized that. I mean, Herbert is a guy that likes to throw it directly to somebody versus like above for somebody to kind of make an effort type catch too. And so that I'm sure he'll learn from that, and I think I've seen shades of that where he has gotten a little bit better with that. But you know what, look, he was taking a shot. He was trying to get this team back in the position to be closer in that one. Ironically, it worked out with that weird kickoff thing.
So it was so crazy
out of it too. So that was the oddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like that was so weird.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that rule, but I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen it. And then they said, yeah, it hasn't happened in 40 years, right? You're like, what the heck? Right. So pretty amazing. Anyways, Sam Cook, breaking news: Herbert beats Metcalf in arm wrestling competition.
Nice.
Yeah, it was first. Yeah, John just said great game. First free kick since 1976.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nice.
It's before I was born, dude. Like it's been a long time.
Yeah,
long time, dude. Been a long time. But the one thing I just wanted to point out was the running back game. And I thought this was kind of a cool photo of Kamani Vidal.
Oh, yeah.
Like the thing is, though, like we kind of finally stuck to it, right? Like I feel like we finally sat there and say, hey, look, let's try to get this run game rolling. Like, I mean, Gus Edwards has not been the best by any means for us, but at this point, like he kind of stuck a little bit more to the run game. And Kamani Vidal, I felt like actually ran really well. I mean, 4.8 yards on 5 carries, 24, but I feel like it was something better to it. And I kind of was looking forward to seeing more Kamani Vidal, because I thought Gus Edwards was going to go out because he got kind of injured, but then Gus Edwards came back and had a huge run to basically kind of seal this game up a little bit more for us. But keep running the ball. Stop getting away from running the ball. Like you will find some good gaps. You don't want to be a one-dimensional type of offense. Keep things rolling with the run game, guys. Like,
I think
some opportunities.
Good point here by Matlock was lead blocking well tonight too, and that big breakout run by Gus Edwards, best run he's had in 5 years. And Matlock actually blocked 2 people. He hit one guy and then fell into another person. So he took out 2 people on that block. And so that freed up that entire play. And so, again, I think that's partially why. See, that's also why I think Greg Roman keeps going back to that play. He knows it's just 1 or 2 little things and it could spring for a huge play. So that's why he keeps going for it. But and Steven says Harbaugh took over the play calling. Could have. I mean, he did have the plays in front of him. So I am curious to see if he was involved in some of the play calling as well too. Clearly he was making some points to Greg Roman, so he was probably saying, hey, I like this one. I like this one, So who knows?
One play call that I wish they'd stop doing on run game is run up the gut on first down. Like stop
it. Just don't.
Like I understand you want to be able to find that one gap where you get a nice hole in the middle, you get a good run like Gus Edwards got, but sometimes you got to think, hey, run to the outside. You got 2 very good tackles, by the way. Like let them dominate, dude. Let them dominate.
Exactly.
I agree.
So frustrating.
But Kamani's great, and it was great seeing Gus Edwards have such a great game. I mean,
fantastic.
This was by far his best game, and man, it was just so nice to see that run. And he was hurt; his ankle was hurt, guys. promise you guys, when they're limping off the sidelines, when they come back in, they're only coming back in because they're like, dude, I gotta go out there and start running. You know, I need to perform for my team. But they're fighting through pain, guys. They're not, you know, not in pain, you know, so they're still pushing through. So it's pretty amazing.
Well, nobody's healthy at this point of the year, you know, and that's what it is. And Gus Edwards getting that big run, man, was awesome to see. It was awesome to see, and exciting to be able to see him get that first kind of big run for us at a critical time. I mean, those are the Harbaugh type plays, you know, to basically seal out games a little bit more and just show the physicality of the team. So it was great to see, man. I loved seeing that, dude. So it almost gave us a heart attack with the fumble, but
oh my gosh, yeah. When I saw that, I was like, whoa.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know my blood pressure was way too high. So I think I was actually going to donate blood tomorrow. So I think I'm canceling that for sure.
Yeah, cancel that. Cancel that, man. Holy smokes. But Gus Edwards having 14 carries, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did also have one catch, I believe, too, which kind of threw me off. I'm like, wow, Gus Edwards is making catches here. That's kind of wild. But one thing you want to say too, guys, like, you could activate J.K. Dobbins next week too, by the way. Like from what I'm hearing and what I've been, and once again, sources say that he's looking fine so far. So there's a good chance he could come back to play against New England next week. So could be a good time to come in to be able to lock up that game. Maybe just give him a snap count, get his legs going again and everything too. But hey, you get J.K. Dobbins back, this could be a very, very dangerous team for the Chargers going in the playoffs. So it'd be exciting. And once again, we're 9-6, guys. We have a chance to go 11-6. That's awesome. Like that's
huge
in a lot of ways. Like a lot of ways for this team.
Hey, my fingers crossed if we do go 11-6, because man, that could put Jim Harbaugh in that Coach of the Year situation. You know, to flip this team from 5-12. To 11-6 somehow.
That would be phenomenal.
That would put him in that conversation again, you know. Like, so I want to see that, man.
Didn't you win some cash based upon this win too? By the way,
I did. Yo, cha-ching. It's like, wait, where's that cash register right here? That's right. Yeah,
go.
Because of this win tonight, I just won $325. That's right. Hey, booyah!
Let's go.
I love it.
That's right.
long bet worked out. Let's go.
That's it. Long bet. That's right. You know, Christmas came early. Yeah.
Was it WHT Bolt Deadpool saying 14-6 is what we're gonna do? Yeah. Hey, that's what we got to do, right? We got to go.
That's right. That's right. That's it.
Get some dubs. You know, go out there and win a Super Bowl, right? I mean, I think would it be 14-6, 11, 14, 3 wins would win a Super Bowl? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow, divisional. AFC, no, it'd have to be 15-6 because it'd be 4 games in front of them, right?
Because 4 games.
Wild card, divisional, championship, and then
Super Bowl. So well, hey.
So
I mean, I would
15-6. 15-6, baby.
We definitely want 15-6, baby. That's right,
bro. If you see that happen, holy smokes! If that happens and turns around, the Chargers go out and win a Super Bowl, that would be incredible. But hey, one game at a time here, guys. One game at a time.
One game at a time. 10 yards at a time. Let's go.
That's right, baby. I just wanted to point out the Joey Bosa sack. You know, I thought it was kind of a funny thing because I felt like everybody's energy was down, and he kind of just looked up like, I got a sack, guys. Like, you guys want to try to do anything about it? Like, the defense kind of woke up. It started figuring itself out, and like whatever they ended up doing, they started really confusing Bo Nix later in the game, and that was very, very fun to see that the adjustments. Like, it's funny when I was watching the game, I was thinking, what if like the Chargers are just trying to like hide Jesse Minter so he doesn't go out and be like a head coach somewhere, and somebody's like, oh yeah, he'll be the head coach for the Raiders, and I'm like, oh no, like I do not want to see that. I do not want to see that. So
yeah.
But second half adjustments were phenomenal, and that's been a very long time that we've had a coaching staff that knows how to change in the second half, come out with a different game plan versus, hey, let's just do what we were doing again and go from there, guys, and hope for the best. Like, it was awesome to see Joey Bosa get out there and get a sack. That big sack was the Bud Dupree sack. That was kind of later in the game. That was massive when they were about midfield. That was huge. That was a huge sack. So
everyone's talking about the yellow pants now. I mean, I don't like the yellow pants, but man, I guess we play better in the yellow pants.
Yes,
that's right.
Yellow pants is it, man.
Yellow pants for the win.
What do the navies with the yellow pants? How about that? Maybe that shit's something. Navies with
yellow pants. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's change it up. Because it ain't working so far. This is a picture from that weird spot field goal situation. Like when I was sitting there looking at this, I'm like, what am I looking at right now, dude? And so pretty much how it breaks down is a
free
punt,
kick. It's called a free kick.
Yeah, a free kick. Yeah. So a punt that ends with the clock's 0-0 and ends on a penalty basically gives you this opportunity to either one, run a play, or two, try to go for a field goal. And so they ended up doing the free kick at this point. And what does Cameron Dicker do? Nails it, dude. Like
freaking
that was such a weird thing. 57-yard field goal, which probably had another 6 or 7 yards past that point.
Easy.
Dude, nailed it. And that is the wildest play I've ever seen. Now, once again, that was the first time since 1976. It's the first free kick converted field goal since 1976. And that kind of shifted things a little bit, in my opinion. Its ability to Chargers to get just an extra 3 points at the end of the half is after a interception that Justin Herbert potentially tried to get a touchdown. Kind of gave 3 points back out of that interceptions, essentially. But ugly ending to a great first half for the Broncos. Peyton got greedy, should have run out the clock and got nowhere after going nowhere on the first down and last drive.
Right.
So basically shot himself in the foot a bit on that one, and that gave momentum for the Chargers to go in the second half and light them up.
Wow.
One thing that was kind of crazy too.
That's crazy.
Dang.
One thing that's kind of crazy about that
was president. Jeez.
Wait, what's that?
They said that the last time that there was a successful free kick was Gerald Ford was president.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, 1976. Good look.
That is nuts. Star Wars wasn't even out before then, by the way, too.
Oh, yeah, 77.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
People were hearing about Star Wars starting at that point. Like they probably saw it in some like Empire magazine or whatever. I don't even know if Empire magazine was out at that point.
Yeah, it beats me.
Maybe
beats
Variety.
Me.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Beats me.
Either way, a long time ago.
In a galaxy,
long dang time
away.
ago, guys. Yeah. I just wanted to point this out too. I know we talked about Gus Edwards and everything too. Great game, but once again, Josh Palmer on getting that two-point conversion. This is the second time he's had clutch 2-point conversions for us.
Huge.
And that was a big kind of motivator. Actually, I should say momentum carrier for the Chargers getting that one. I mean, a tip pass that literally goes perfectly in the Chargers' hands. To me, that's one of those things, like that kind of play. Like I kind of thought it was dead, to be honest. And then he catches that ball, and it kind of made me feel a little bit like a Patriots-esque type era thing where it just finds a way perfectly into a guy's hands to get that touchdown or whatever it is, first down or anything. It was just like, it just delicately fell in his hands and he just 2 feet in, boom, done. And that was a special play, in my opinion. And Josh Palmer did that against the Falcons. Remember the dart that Justin Herbert threw to him?
Yeah.
And now this one where he just was in the back of the end zone, perfectly there, catches the ball. And that was a special catch, in my opinion. It was awesome to see. Josh Palmer's been finding ways to basically catch big passes at the right time. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, I mean, and again, this team has got to find ways to win, and they just made it happen this time, man. And I tell you, Herbert looked good. I felt like the play calling was better offensively. So whatever they did this time would be big. By the way, I don't remember who said that Harbaugh took over. Did they make that comment? I may have missed something. So, but I'm curious if he had actually taken over some of the play calling here. So,
that'd be interesting.
And I wonder if that's just suspicion, more or less. And I don't anticipate to be that if he did that. I mean, I don't know if he would do that to his boy, basically to kind of shout him out or call him out. But maybe he was more involved with what the calls are going. And then Harbaugh's probably like, hey, look, I think this might be the better play here. And then he's like, okay, cool. Greg's probably like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Like,
because he definitely had the play sheet in front of him for sure.
Yeah.
So
that would be crazy to see that happening. But once again, I think that's the right thing a head coach should do. Go ahead and think about, like, for instance, like BS from last couple seasons. Like, I feel like he let just whoever's in that position, that OC or DC or whatever it is, just let him do what he needs to do. Obviously, Staley was the DC, but he really wasn't managing the team in general. When there was a struggle, he just let it struggle versus like, hey, let me adjust it kind of thing. Let me try to do this for you kind of thing.
Right.
And make the team win.
He was just constantly putting a square peg in a round hole. That's constantly what BS.
Always.
That's that BS defense right there. Yeah.
Ridiculous, man. And it's that's why we got adults in the room now, boys. Remember that.
That's
adults in the room. So great to see that, guys. So that would be interesting to see. But last slide here, I just want to throw out, defense stepped up in the second half. I think it was about the middle of the fourth quarter. They showed the second half amount of yards for the Broncos, and it was like 14. They had 14 yards in the second half.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
Bro, that's crazy. That is like a literal stop, complete stop. They got a bunch of like garbage stuff at the end. They kicked a field goal, whatever it is. Dude, the defense came out second half, lights out. And once again, whatever it was it Blue Chews? Was it, everybody drink a 5-hour energy right now? Whatever it is, dude. I mean, the second half defense came out and played, and they were hitting people, and they looked like the defense we knew early on in the season. So it was awesome to see. And it's great, once again, to see the Chargers sweep the Broncos. First time since, 2010 that we've been able to do that. So big win, guys. Big win.
Well, and it's a dominant win with a really good team. We all know that the Broncos are a very good team. They're most likely going to make the playoffs also. So it's good, to win again, because I was worried. I'm like, man, what's going on here with this team? Like, we're not playing good football right now. And I'll say this, I really do think that, at least we showed that we could get a running game going, which has been huge. I kind of felt like we kept getting away from it a little too much. But those big rips that he had, oh man, it's been awesome. 18 only plus Andrew's dating profile. That's right. That's right. Ladies. Oh, all the hot ladies go. Herbert's our gladiator. I like that as well. So
that's right.
Well, guys, I mean, so we want to maybe throw up some of our final thoughts, and we'll do a recap video tomorrow as well too, because we'll obviously take care of some of this as well. But I'll just say this, guys. Like, I just think it's a great team win. I was awesome to see us come out the second half and play great. Right. That was absolutely huge. To me, that was a big part of this game. And the fact that, I mean, dude, we just played great. I'm just hyped on it. I just feel like, bottom line, great win. Herbert's a dog. Great to see Gus Edwards do well. I'm excited to watch some of the videos, obviously the locker room speeches and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
Big win, man. Kyle, you want to do your final thoughts?
I mean, obviously, like, we all were about to have a heart attack at that first half, after the first half. Like, like I said, I left the bar early. I left pissed off. I was like, man, we about to lose. And so I came storming in, and, my lady was upstairs. Like, she was just like, chilling. But then, like, I was all like huffing and puffing. I'm like,
just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I was like, but I think what turned the tide was that weird free kick thing right there, like that. Yeah, that just kind of set the momentum at the half, like just into the locker room, like something just clicked, and then just at that point, that's something there was there, like, and I don't know. I would like to check the post game comments from Coach to see if he did maybe step in and maybe take a few calls away from Roman or something like that, or just like kind of handpick a few things here and there, because there was obviously adjustments there, and that is something that we've seen this team do multiple times, for the benefit of the team as opposed to the detriment, which we've never seen that all year under Brandon Staley's stuff, so. Again, like, I know Miguel did call me out. He said, I did not keep the faith long enough, obviously. But so I need to have a little bit of repentance this week. I'm gonna do some who's got it better than us's,
You gotta do some push-ups.
That's right. Oh yeah, you do some push-ups. Yeah, there you go. No,
200 push-ups a day, like I do. He goes, what? 200, dude. 200.
Okay, 200.
200.
Good.
200.
Actually, I will say this. I was actually at Target and I saw the cold plunge, the tank, a portable cold plunge thing. Yeah. I may actually get that, fill it up with water or whatever, and do that at like 5 a.m. or something like that. I'm thinking about doing it. With clothes on. Clothes on.
You
for
could
sure.
just leave it outside, dude, out in Utah, dude. That's gonna get
right.
cold. It could be.
Dude. Cold quick.
No doubt.
That's right. Yeah.
But
right,
my final thoughts, man. What a big win for the Chargers, dude. Big win to go out there and when you were getting slapped around, you slapped them back, dude.
Yeah,
and,
right.
It's almost like one of those memes of slap fights, dude. Bam, Broncos first half, and then second half, then it's like the guy comes back and he just nope. Bam! Chargers were the second half.
Yeah, that's right.
Knock boys. Yeah, exactly. But bottom line, we swept them. Dude. Sweep, baby. Sweep. And you got to love seeing the Chargers doing that, man. Going out there and sweeping the Broncos when they thought they were up and they were high and mighty. Nope. Chargers came through and made it happen, dude. So 2-0 versus the Broncos this season. Got to love to see it, guys. And bottom line, this is a big team win. And it showed for even the fans that, hey, we could find a way to fight back into games, and we did that. And we got a coaching staff that knows what the heck they're doing. So you got to love to see that. We got a great shot at 11-6 too, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, 11-6 would be amazing, dude. I picked 12-5. I said 12-5. That was my high end, and I said low end would be 10-7. So I'm right on track. I know everything, guys. I know everything. I mean, there's nothing I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, I did call the other week. I was like, you know what? I think we have one more loss in us, and that loss was now officially the Bucs game. So 100%, we're going 11-6 now after this one. So yeah,
I feel very good about that, dude. Mm-hmm. And the one thing too, what do we talk about? When there's those games where there's two games back to back, you need to go 1-1. Mm-hmm. They did it once again. They lost to the Bucs. They came back and recovered and found a way to beat the Broncos. That's a big thing, guys. And we beat a good team too.
Yes.
This is the time of the year you need to beat those winning based teams. So exciting to see this, guys. We could potentially go 11-6. And once again, if you go 11-6, that is a highly successful season for a lot of reasons. This team is trying to rebuild, retool, if you want to say, whatever you want to call it as. And to go out there and to basically first year under Harbaugh go 11-6, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal for this team. So if we go 15-6, even better. Let's go.
I think actually, you know what? This is a repentance year. That's what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Repentance year.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh, guys. Well, all right, guys. Well, we're the Boat Bros. We'll do a video tomorrow. Obviously, we'll get you some content this week as well. Great win, guys. We can sleep well tonight. Yes. A short will be coming out right now. We'll drop it in right after the video here. So you guys see some funny shorts by us Chargers. Boat Bros. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Boat Bros. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Boat Bros podcast. Let's go.